everyone. As soon as I post this video, I could be in a lot of trouble. This post may put my life in danger. It could very well put my name on the list of every government agency in this country. I'm about to talk about a very sensitive issue currently in the news in recent weeks. It involves the privacy of every American citizen and what our government has been doing behind our very own backs in the name of national security. Based on this news, the government could be spying on my post this very second and could consider my views on our government as an act of terrorism and cart me in as a terrorist. So, if I happen to disappear from the scene after this post, well, you'll know why. Anyways, all kidding aside though, I am here to talk about what's been going on in the news in recent weeks, and I'm sure you've heard it by now because it's been plastered everywhere. It's about the NSA leaks on what the NSA has been doing to gather information on American citizens by using means such as our phone conversations, as well as internet companies such as AOL, Yahoo, Microsoft, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, just to name a few. Now, when I first heard this information, I was outraged. I'm like, what right does the American government have to pry into our own personal information, our personal lives? It's our business. That's why it's called private. I mean, it was bad enough when employers started trying to do this by asking their potential employees for their password to their Facebook account. It's like, what right do you have to that information? What we do on our time is our business. It's our private lives. Anyways, it also scared me because what are they going to do with this information? You know, are we going to be branded terrorists if we don't agree with certain things that certain government officials say? It's a scary thought. And the person who brought this in the light in the news was a guy by the name of Edward Snowden. He's a former NSA contractor who was working on this program, and I'm guessing he decided that what they were gathering was immoral and criminal. So he decided to blow the whistle by fleeing the country and going to China, and he did this interview with a newspaper and pretty much laid out what the NSA were doing, what they were gathering, and to show the American people, you know, what they were up to. Now, I don't know about you, but doesn't this sound like the plot from a conspiracy theory movie? I mean, you got the guy, the good guy, who sees information he probably shouldn't have and realizes it's against what the American public believes in, so he decides to risk his life and his welfare to inform the American people what's going on. As a result, he's branded a traitor and pursued by shady government officials trying to silence him, to wipe him off the map, so to speak. It's a scary thought if you think about it. Anyways, the program used to obtain this information from internet sources, among others, is called PRISM, P-R-I-S-M. It is a clandestine national security electronic surveillance program operated by the United States National Security Agency since 2007. The name PRISM is actually a code name for a data collection effort known officially by the SIGINT US 984XN. It originated back on September 11, 2007, when George W. Bush signed the Protect America Act in 2007. This allowed the NSA to start a massive domestic surveillance program. The program is operated under supervision of the U.S. Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Corps, pursuant to the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. Now, my question though is, what's the purpose of this information? What are they going to use it for? Because, I mean, a good percentage of Americans are not criminals. They're not a terrorist. So why do you need this information? And that's what makes me afraid, is what are they going to do with it? Are we going to be suddenly labeled terrorists if we don't follow the rules of their government? Are we going to be considered, outlaws because of our views on what we think what's going on in the world today? And, I mean, it's a very slippery slope. I mean, what's next? Are they going to start determining what we can eat, what we can watch, what we can say, what we wear? I mean, it's a very slippery slope that we're on right now, and I'm afraid where this is going. I mean, does this mean we're going to lose all of our freedoms in the end and be completely under the control of our government? That scares the hell out of me. And my question is, though, where's the checks and balances for programs like this? I mean, our government was designed so we check under checks and balances, so that way, you know, every government agency had to answer to another government agency to keep it in line, and so it wouldn't get too much power. And after looking at this program, I'm like, where's the checks and balances on this? I mean, they're allowing themselves to do so much, to be able to do so much in the name of national security. And I understand what happened in 9/11 was bad, and we had to do certain things to protect our country. But where's that line? Where's that line we don't cross before we're going too far? And pretty much, instead of protecting people, we're controlling people. So it's a very fine line, and it's scary. It scares the hell out of me. Now, the good thing is, though, that there are members of Congress who, not all of the congressmen knew about this program, apparently. Some did, according to the news sources, but there were others who didn't, and some who didn't agree with it. Let me read some of the quotes from some of these congressmen. Excuse me for a second here. There was a Senator, Susan Collins, who was a Republican from Maine. She said, I had, along with Joe Lieberman, a monthly briefing, but I did not have access to this highly compartmentalized information. How can you ask when you don't know the program exists? There's a scary thought right there, ain't it? This next quote's from Representative Jim Sessenbrenner, who's a Republican, I think, from Wisconsin. This is well beyond what the Patriot Act allows. President Obama's claim that this is the most transparent administration in history has once again proven false. In fact, it appears that no administration has ever peered more closely or intimately into the lives of innocent Americans. And isn't that the truth? Next quote is from Senator Mark Udall, who's a Democrat, same as Obama, from Colorado. I don't think the American public knows the extent or knew the extent to which they were being surveilled and their data was being collected. I think we ought to reopen the Patriot Act and put some limits on the amounts of data that the national security is collecting. It ought to remain sacred, and there's got to be a balance here. That is what I'm aiming for. Let's have the debate. Let's be transparent. Let's open this up, which I agree. This is from Representative Todd Rokita, who's a Republican from Indiana. States, we have no idea when they, which is FISA, meet. We have no idea what their judgments are. Scary, man. This one's from Senator Rand Paul. When the Senate rushed through a last-minute extension of the FISA Amendments Act late last year, I insisted on a vote on my amendment to require stronger protections on business records and prohibiting the kind of data mining this case has revealed. Just last month, I introduced S-1037, the Fourth Amendment Preservation and Protection Act. And he also stated, I'm going to be seeing if I can challenge this at the Supreme Court level. I'm going to be asking the internet providers and all of the phone companies to ask your customers to join me in a class action lawsuit. And this was from Representative Luis excuse me if I'm not pronouncing him right, Gutierrez, who's a Democrat from Illinois. We will be receiving secret briefings, and we will be asking. I know I'm going to be asking to get more information. I want to make sure that what they're doing is harvesting the information that is necessary to keep us safe, and not simply going to everybody's private telephone conversations and Facebook and communications. I mean, one of the terrorists win when you debilitate freedom of expression and privacy. I applaud these people. I mean, whether they're saying it just for votes or whatnot, I don't know. But the statements I agree with, and I applaud them for making them. The only problem is, this is not the general consensus of our government. They think this is an okay act. They think that, in order to protect our country, we have to give up certain freedoms, which I don't agree with. We should not ever have to give up on our freedoms. We can still secure this country without doing that. Yeah, it's a bunch of bullcrap, plain and simple. The thing that really gets me though, and it was stated by one of the members of Congress about when Obama said this was the most transparent administration in history, and that's a lie. Because at first they denied it. They denied the fact that these programs existed, that they were peering into the lives of American people, and well, we know that's not true anymore. So how's that transparent? How are we able to see exactly what you were doing and what you were up to? So that's bull. But question now is, where does this leave Snowden? Right now, last I heard, and I mean this may not be current when this video goes out, or even right now, because I haven't been keeping up on it in recent days, but he's been stuck in a Russian airport because the Russian government won't let him go. I leave the airport onto Russian soil because they don't want to get involved in this whole thing with Snowden and the American government, and I don't think he has anywhere else to go. So what's he going to do? Turn himself over to the American government? Which I hate to say it. If he does, he'll probably end up dead, especially after revealing this kind of information. So, I feel sorry for the man. But the debate lately that's been going on is whether or not Snowden is a hero or is he a traitor. It's been a big debate in the country as of late, and there's a lot of people that actually think he is a traitor for doing this, giving this information, especially when there was rumors about him giving secrets to China and Russia, which he has stated that he has not done so. I can't vouch for that. I can just give you what I've heard. But I think personally he's a hero because he took the chance to reveal this information and let us know what's going on. And he didn't do it for money, because the guy was living in Hawaii and very well paid as a NSA contractor. So he didn't need the money. As a matter of fact, he's living completely in crap right now. So he's definitely not doing it for that reason. Fame, it's possible, but is it really worth it? For this 60 seconds in the limelight for this kind of lifestyle? I don't think it's for that. Honestly, I think he really thinks he's doing the right thing and letting American people know, and it's a shame what the results are. Anyways, I think, like I said, that the government has overstepped their bounds. It's time we hold them accountable for what their actions are. And I think we should make our voices known and heard to these people, especially through our voting. I'm not a big voter myself, and I should be, I guess. But through our voting, start, using this as a means of determining who we vote into office. Make them accountable. Make them realize that it's our vote, it's our say what goes on. Not these politicians, not these government agencies. We've really got to take an effort to change things, because government's not going to change it. They want the power. They want to keep the power. They don't want to lose the power. We got to take back the power. That's what this country was designed on. It was designed on us, on what we wanted. On the American people. It's for the people, by the people, and I can't remember the rest of that statement, but you know what I mean. So, anyways, that's what's been going on in the news, and I wanted to let you know, so hopefully it won't get me flagged by the American government and whatnot. But if you want to read more on what my view of this whole situation is, I got a little more detailed discussion going on in my blog, which the link should be right here. Or is it right here? No, it's right here. Sorry. Anyways, I want to hear what you think about this. I really want your comments, and I'll take it all. If you think he's a traitor, let me know. If you think he's a hero, let me know. If you think I'm full of crap, let me know. That's what this is about. This is a discussion to get things rolling. I want to get some action in this country. I want to see things change for the better. I want to see us really become the country that we were designed to be. Not this what we have now. No. It's pathetic. So, anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So, anyways, this is Crimson saying I'm out.